Hi, this is Don Maxwell from Live IT Academy. We're looking at an introduction to the Microsoft Excel, and in particular, we're looking at how to navigate the program. Today's lesson is going to be on the File menu. So let's go ahead and click on the File menu. I've assumed that you have taken previous lessons that explain how to open a file. So let's go look at the File menu. Well, as you can see in the file menu, there are many different options. So starting with the info option, well, many people do not fill out the properties, but you should. This identifies the owner of the document and allows you to search for the document easily on your computer. In addition to that, you see that we have a protective workbook, which will allow you to protect, control what type of changes people can make to your document, right? Even when you send it over electronically over the internet. Inspect your workbook, which is good. Again, before you publish your files, you should be aware of the content, who's the author and the path and so on, right? So you can check for any issues. You can inspect your document, check for accessibility and any compatibility issues in your document, which is really good because it helps to prevent an error document being sent out. Then you have manage your workbook, and I click on the manage workbook. Here you can recover unsaved workbook, or you can delete unsaved workbook. And also you can actually manage your workbook, where you can see if the workbook is unsaved here. Here you can browse and view other option, pick whatever user. You can see when this workbook is being viewed on the web. If it's on the web, you can see who's actually viewing the workbook, right? And with names, you can see parameters here, right? What cells you want to change and so on, right? So these are browse options. Okay, so again, what's important is that you should remember there's a property here, and you should fill out your property, your name, your title, subject, and the author, manager, company, and so on, right? Any kind of information. This is called metadata, by the way. Any kind of information that would identify the document for you. Okay, next, the new option. Again, you have several options here, and in an introduction we talked about picking different templates. So here you'll see that there are many different templates. Of course, when you're working on your own template, you can create from a blank workbook template, build your own. But Microsoft has many different categories that you can search in for a particular template that you're looking for, right? For example, if you're looking for a business plan, you can go in here and search for business plan. These give you all the categories and how many pre-existing templates are in each category right here. Okay, you can go back to home and you can search, as I said, you can search if you're looking for a financial management document. Now, as you become an expert, you may use some of these documents where you can modify them to meet your own needs, right? This course is going to cover you creating many of your own documents using the blank workbook. Okay. All right. Next, open. There are many different options here. Pay attention here because you'll see that all the files that you've been working with. If you don't see any files here, that means you have not opened any files previously, right? This keeps a track of the files that you've opened by date, all right? When you last work on them and so on. all right? And the recent files, or what they're called, all right? You can have an account with Share With Me. Again, that's a paid account, or a OneDrive. You should get a fair amount of space here, like maybe 1 to 2 gigs. All right. Also, you can save your file on your computer. This computer, if you notice, is the new operating system, allows you to save in this computer, say here, right? So you can save on these folders in your library. All right, in addition to that, you can add additional places that you normally go to search for files. A key component here is browse. All right, you can browse for files on your machine. You can do a search. You can put a search for a particular file. And again, if you had fill out the properties, you can search various properties of the file to locate it, right? This window obviously is an operating system window. Notice it's the program, Excel, working along with Windows in my case, but any operating system that you're using. And it opens up the window and allows you to search for the files on your system. Now, I encourage you to be very organized. That means if you are going to be saving documents, make sure that the folder, the name of the folder reflect the content within. So if I was going to be doing financial documents, I may have a financial folder, and within that folder, I will have financial documents. Okay, and just like your normal process in Windows, when you create a new file, you can right click and go to new and create new folder or new files and so on, right? So it is the operating system window, and it's the same process that you use to create new folders, compress or zip a file, and do the things that Windows allow you to do within organizing your files. Okay? All right. Then save and save as. We have a special class on save and save as, so I won't go in details, but remember that your very first save is a save as, right? And we go into a very detailed topic on the save and save as, so keep that in mind. All right, the print, Backstage Print, allows you to view your document if you have one and print the document along with many other options. Okay, this is another option that we will go into in details as you enhance or build the worksheet. Share, and again, if you are sharing with your OneDrive, right, upload your document to that shared folder, right? So that's why this brings you here. You can upload your document, you can attach it, you can attach PDF and put it on OneDrive. One advantage of putting it on OneDrive is that you can share it with others, right? Outside of your work or outside of your home. If you want to share it with a friend, you can put the document out on a drive and let them know it's there so they can access it. For export, we can now export to PDFs, all right? So we can create a PDF file directly by exporting it. We can change the file type to create or send it to a new file, whether it's an XPS file or a PDF file, right? So we can create other documents. These are different layouts, different application other than Excel, right? PDF would be like Adobe, right? And then we have published. If some of you guys have membership with the BI, this is, think of paid membership. Over time, they may give you a trial period, right? And you can pretty much share your documents there as well, right? You would have to go through the instructions and set up your account, and also I think if there is a charge, a monthly charge, then that would be part of setting up your account. All right, close, of course, will close out your file. We're not going to close out. We're just going to show you. All right, the close will close out your file. Account, and again, this is important to know. Note that your version of Office that you're running. Right now, I'm running, have a subscription with Microsoft Office 365, right? But if you had other Office subscription, it would appear here, right? Some of these things will not show up if you're on another version. The 365 allow you to manage your account, also allow you to update options and know what's new, what's coming. Yeah. Most of the other options have these options in there as well, right? Here we have the account, person who owns the account, the Microsoft account, right? What type of Office background you want. Of course, here I'm using the circles and stripe. You can see that here. So this directly reflects that. If I go here and I say I want a different view, you see that is moving, changing, right? See that? Okay. And the colorful theme again takes on either you have a black, gray, or black, or I mean dark gray or black or white, or colorful. You know, the traditional colors: blue for Word, and green for Excel. That's why we're green here, right? And here's our OneDrive options with different services, right? And if some of you want to let Microsoft know what's going on in terms of what you like, what you don't like, if you have any suggestions, you can click on these and fill that out. In addition to everything that we've talked about, we have the Excel file options, which are critical to the way the application works. We have various lessons that go through different options here that describe what they do. So I'm not going to go into details here. I'm just showing you that these options here are critical to the way Excel works, right? So in some cases, companies will not even allow you access to these options because you can change or you can prevent Excel from working properly based on your choices here. Okay, so be very careful when you make choices here. I always tell my students that make sure you go in, you make one change, make sure that change worked before accepting and going forward, right? Because if you make several changes, you may not remember where you made that change, right? Until you learn what the options are to you, what are available to you, be very careful of this, right? All right, great job, guys. This is the file menu. Continue to study the rest of Excel and you will be successful. I'll see you in the next module.